Hola, family. Welcome back to the Laurince Podcast, the place where faith, business, music, and purpose collide. I'm your host, Jonathan Lawrence, author of the business book, The One Shoe Wonder, and the proud founder of the wonderful shoe brand, Immunity Footwear. Honestly, today's topic might sting a little bit because we're talking about why do most people stay broke? Now, don't get me wrong. Being broke is not all about money. Sometimes it's about being broke in vision, being broke in discipline, or being broke in execution. But here's the good news. Being broke is a trap, and traps can be escaped. So today, I'm breaking down four major traps that keep people broke. And I will show you the biblical, the practical, and proven ways that will help you to break free from being broke and start building real wealth. Wealth that leads to impact and legacy. See you all right after this. Trap one, living for instant gratification. Listen, most people stay broke because they're addicted to instant gratification. They trade long-term wealth for short-term pleasure. Think about it. The new sneakers, the latest iPhone, the expensive bags, eating out 5 nights a week, going on a vacation every month, party every weekend. It feels good in the moment, right? But the bank account stays empty. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have it like that, by all means, spend your money. Go for it. It is your money. You work hard for it. But yet, most people who have it like that, they don't live like that. My advice will always to save that money and wait for a good opportunity to invest so you can get a return on your investment. I know I might sound a little personal, even too personal on this one, but the reality is that sometimes we do things just to keep up with the Jones. We do things just to impress people who don't matter, people who don't care about us. Most people, the people that we're trying to impress, they will not lift a finger to help us out in our financial struggle. About 2 decades ago, a mentor of mine taught me a very valuable lesson. He told me that, he said it in French. Let me say it in French and translate it in English for you. It says that, n'accepte pas un cadeau qui mange, which translated in English by, do not accept a gift that eats. What does that mean? Say, for instance, I give you a very expensive gift. It can be an expensive car or an expensive yacht. The maintenance of these gifts alone will eat up your whole bank account. That's a gift that eats. It's not a good gift for you. That's why we need to learn to say no sometimes, because not every opportunity is a good opportunity for you where you are in your life and the season that you're in. You cannot accept such a gift. Which brings me to these two terminologies that I'm sure that you heard before. It is a liability versus an asset. A liability, it's what takes money from your account, right? An asset, it's what brings money to your pocket. The assets are investments and you get a return on your investments. Got it? Now, the Bible warns us about this in Proverbs 21, verse 5. Let me read it for you. It says that the plans of the diligent leads surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. Quick pleasures create long-term poverty, but discipline and planning, that's what creates abundance. Here's a powerful example. Warren Buffett bought his first stock at 11 years old. Did you hear that? 11 years old. Instead of blowing his money on candy or toys, he planted it. Fast forward to today, he's one of the richest men alive. He did not get there by chasing instant gratification, instant pleasure, but he got there through patience and discipline. We have a lot we can learn from that, right? Like he famously said, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. You get it? Here's your action step for this lesson. Action step number one. This week, before you buy anything, I want you to pause and ask yourself these two questions. Is this an asset or a liability? Does this bring me closer to wealth or does this keep me broke? Just delay one gratification this week. Skip the latte. Skip the impulse to buy and redirect that money into investment or saving. Now, let me close segment one with this statement. Listen to this. If you want to be wealthy, do what wealthy people do. All right?
Are you ready to step into a world of opportunity and success? Jonathan Laurince, founder of Immunity Footwear, presents the One Shoe Wonder, an unapologetically bold and actionable roadmap on how to start and build a successful shoe brand. Whether you're dreaming of launching your own footwear line or pivoting your business, or a passionate fashion enthusiast eager to turn your creativity into profit, this book serves as your ultimate step-by-step business guide for fashion startups. Jonathan's strategies and advice will help you navigate the competitive footwear industry with confidence and poise. Inside this transformative guide, you will discover the essential steps to identify and capitalize on market trends. Learn how to develop a unique brand identity that stands out. Explore proven marketing tactics that turn shoes into must-have accessories. Gain insights into manufacturing, distribution, and scaling your business to new weight. Overcoming adversity in business stories and inspirational tales from industry leaders that will motivate you to overcome your own challenges. Jonathan Laurince, drawing on his expansive knowledge and experience, has crafted a practical guide, empowers you to make informed decisions and embrace challenges. Each chapter is packed with actionable steps and invaluable resources, providing tools to build a lasting foundation for your shoe empire. If you seek entrepreneurship books filled with real success strategies, motivational memoirs and success story books, or true stories of self-made businessman success, then The One Shoe Wonder is a must-read. As you dive into these pages, you will find not just theory, but startup success stories in fashion that ignite your passion and fuel your ambition. Don't wait for opportunities, create them. Grab your copy of The One Shoe Wonder today and step confidently onto the path to success. Available now.
Trap 2. Depending on one stream of income. Another big reason why people stay broke is because they rely on just one paycheck. They have one job, one client, one stream of income. Here's the truth. The moment that one stream of income dries up, they're in crisis. The solution to this is to practice diversification, or you can call it having multiple streams of income. Okay? I have a personal story, a personal experience to this. I can relate to that subject because it's a part of my life as well. Sometimes I would get criticized by some of my peers. They would say that I do too much. I'm in the shoe business with my shoe brand, Immunity Footwear, and I'm also in the music business as well. And now I'm doing podcasts. So they think that I do too much with my time. Well, what it comes down to, it's everybody's been given certain ability. Some of us have the ability to do one thing and one thing for the rest of your life, which is good too. Some have the ability to do several things, but at different season in their lives, which is that's what I do. A season was I was doing music only. Another season I was selling insurance, do that only. At a different season, I'm selling shoes right now. I do that only. And now I added other things to it. Okay. But I've always been doing music my whole life. Okay. But it's all depend on what's been given to you, your gift, your ability, your purpose in life. So it's not a knock on nobody. Everybody has a different path in life according to your gift, your gift set, okay? Your skill set. It comes down to the parable of the talents. It's also called the parable of the three servants in Matthew 25, starting from verse 14 to verse 25. Okay? He explains that the master here he represents God. The master here called his three servants. To the first servant, he gave 5 talents. To the second servant, he gave him 2 talents. And to the third servant, he gave him only 1. And he asked them to be fruitful and multiply. This is us here. God has given you 1 talent. Your job is to make it work. God has given to another 3 talents. Your job is to be fruitful and multiply. And the one he gave 5, he gives him more talent, more skills. That means he can manage several things at a time. His job is the same thing, same rules, same requirements. Make it work. That's multiple streams of income. We need to embrace that in our lives. What happens is that if you have only one paycheck coming from one stream of income only, in case something happens, it dries up. Okay? In case something happens, you're in trouble. Learn to practice diversification. Learn to practice multiple streams of income. Right now, I want to start thinking about other things, other skills that you have in you that is being asleep. Wake them up, because your gift is what comes to you naturally. Something that you do effortlessly, that's your gift. Just like music to me come effortlessly. Selling, building a brand. So pay attention to the things that you do effortlessly and the things that you are more recognized by from other people. What people are calling you as a fixer, you can fix and find a solution to them. This is your gift, my friend. Try to work it out. You don't have to only do 9 to 5, but what you do with your 5 to 9 is important. Okay? All right. Now, it is very important to understand that diversification and multiple streams of income is a biblical principle. It's not a man-made thing. It's in the Bible. It says in Ecclesiastes 11 verse 2, invest in 7 ventures, yes to 8, for you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. You understand? Translation, don't rely on one source of income. Diversify, my friend, and look for multiple streams of income. Take Rihanna as an example. She became the world's richest female musician, not because of her music. Her billions came from Fenty Beauty, a business that diversified her money, her income, and built generational wealth for her. She shifted now from a musical performer to building a business empire. You see, multiple streams of income. Warren Buffett once said, never depend on a single income. Make investments to create a second source. That's a very valuable lesson that we all need to learn, right? Now, action step number 2. Sit down this week and brainstorm 3 possible income streams. A side hustle, maybe a digital product, a business idea, an investment. Pick one and take the first step. Research it, sketch a plan, and launch a test. That's it. Hola family, Jonathan here. Listen, I've got something fresh for your fit and your style. Would you like to know what it is? I'm glad you asked. At Immunity Footwear, we are redefining what it means to walk with purpose, confidence, and style. With a full collection of stylish, comfortable, and durable shoes for both men and women, we've got it all. From sleek dress shoes, everyday sneakers, our innovative listless tennis shoes. Look at this thing of beauty. Look at that. Whew. Wonderful. And our all-new golf shoe collection. Whether you're dressing up, stepping out, working out, we've got the perfect pair for you. So why wait? Head over to immunityfootwear.com. It's Immunity Footwear, paycheck.com and shop now. Now. The link is in the description. Immunity Footwear, changing and impacting the world one shoe at a time. Thank you for your support. Trap 3. Consuming instead of creating. Here's another vicious trap. Most people consume more than they create. They forgot one thing, that they have creating power within them. The Bible says that we are all created at the image of God. God is the creator. You have creating power within you. You have imagination, dreams, and inspiration. Start create your own. Instead of creating what you do, you're consuming stuff instead. You forgot that you can take an idea and turn it into an invention. An idea, turn it into a company, a business, a product. You can take your idea and productize it, package it in a way where you can present it to people. Some of you, you have a solution to a problem. Let it be known. Go ahead and make a post. Let the world know that you exist. You're here for a reason. You are the solution to somebody else's problem. But they will never know about you if you don't put it out there, if you don't become a creator. I want you to pass from being a spectator, a consumer, to a creator. Do you understand? Now, listen to this. Did you know that most people better binge watch Netflix, scroll TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, follow other people's dreams, ignore their own dream? They rather watch a movie instead of being the actor of their own movie. You are the actor of the story of your life. It's up to you to win in the movie that you're making. Here's a reality I want you to understand today. You forget about everything that I said. I want you to grasp this one. Consumers pay, but creators get paid. Whatever it is that you're watching, you've been watching Netflix or Prime Video, or whatever, you pay for those services. But the creators who made those movies, those distractions, as I like to call them, they get paid. So consumers pay, but creators get paid. You see the difference? What would you rather be? A consumer all your life or a creator and get paid in the process? The Bible says something that catch my attention in Proverbs 13, verse 4. Let me read it for you. It says that the soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied. Did you hear that? Who would you like to be? A sluggard or a diligent? It's up to you. Here is an irrefutable truth. You can crave all day long. You can dream all day long. You can scroll all day long. You can wish all day long. But only the diligent, the creators, the doers, the actors, only these people are richly supplied. And they will surely get paid too by doing this. Look at Alex Hormozy, for instance. For years, he gave massive amount of free content, strategies, business tapes, and frameworks to all of us for free. He created so much value that when he launched his book, The $100 Million Money Model, millions of people lined up to buy. I was one of them too. Why? Because creation builds trust, and trust builds wealth. I'm telling you, if you're really serious about creating trust in people, you need to start putting yourself out there. recording videos. Just turn on the camera and start talking to your audience. Tell them about what you're offering, what you're doing, and give value for free. Give value upfront, how I like to say it. What happens is that you will develop a sense of familiarity. They feel like they know you. They're watching your videos on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok every day. And you're giving information, very good, insightful information, so they can learn from and apply in their daily lives. They will trust you with their money. So start right now in creating that trust with people. And that's what happened with Alex. Also used to watch Alex videos and learn from his frameworks, his strategies and stuff that we trust him. And when the time comes for him to release his book, the $100 million money model, we all trust him enough to just buy from him. We feel like we owe him our support. That's how you do it. Gary Vee, that you all know, is one of the brilliant minds in business right now. He said something very important as well. He said that don't just consume content, create it. The world pays creators. Content creators get paid. So don't just consume, scroll down, watch videos of people, content that other people are creating. Start creating your own content. Action step number 3. This week, create one piece of content, just one, whether it's a blog post, a podcast, a video, a tweet, something that shares your voice, your knowledge, your value. You're not just a consumer, you're a creator. Start building your brand. Trap 4, fearing risk and staying comfortable. Finally, most people stay broke because they're scared to take risk. They so in love with their comfort zone that they never step into their growth zone. You know, their fear of failure, their fear of taking risk keeps them from starting that business, writing that book, or launching that idea. Let me tell you right now, my friends, comfort is the enemy of wealth. Let me say that again for those in the back. Comfort is the enemy of wealth. Try to be uncomfortable. As a matter of fact, you need to learn to be uncomfortable so you can tap into your inner self, tap into that growth zone within yourself. I say often that you have starting power within you, so you can tap into your creativity and make it work. When problems arise, when hardship come to your life, it's a good thing because you get to tap into your resilience, your creativity, your ability to solve problems, especially men. We are fixers. When a problem comes to you, you know what? It's the time to fix the problem. You have the ability. You have a responsibility. You know what the word responsibility stands for? Responsibility. It is the ability to respond to the problem. So next time problems or difficulties come your way, know that it's just to activate in you the ability to respond or to solve the problem. The more problem that you solve in your life, the more confident you're going to be. You're going to be confident of yourself. You're going to believe in your God's given ability to fix things, to solve problems. That's what we are here for. Not to live a comfortable life without no problem. As a matter of fact, not having problem is a problem. We are problem solvers, my friend. No, I'm not talking about when you look for a problem, you put yourself in some bad situation. No, I'm talking about problems of life that will occur anyway. We are here to solve them. All right? We have to get rid of the fear of failure or the fear of taking risk. We have to get to a point where we make peace with the fact that you will fail at some point in life. And it's a good thing for you. Now, listen, it's inevitable. You will fail at something. Now, here's the idea. If you're going to fail, make sure that you fail forward. I spoke about that on episode 2. I'll put the link for you right there so you can go and watch episode 2, I believe, to learn how to fail forward and bounce back and go back on your way, go right at it again. You will fail at some point. Listen to this. Everyone fell the first time. Let me add something to it. Even the second time, the third time, maybe the fourth time, you will fail. But if you keep compounding all those failures, they will result into success. You get it? So don't be afraid to fail. Learn to fail forward. Learn to take risk. You get it? All right. Now, the Bible reminds us in 2 Timothy 1, verse 7, that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, a spirit of love, and a spirit of self-control. You understand? You have power, you have greatness within you. All you have to do is just start. Do it. Understand that God has given you this vision, this idea, that burning fire within you that makes you feel like you got to do something, you got to start something. Have you ever felt this way? You can't even sleep at night because you keep thinking about that thing that you need to start, that business, that book that you need to write, that idea that you need to launch. Sometimes I feel this way. Us songwriters, sometimes the song will wake you up in the middle of the night. You can't sleep because the song is keep singing in your head. It's like giving birth. You feel a pain within yourself. You got to give birth to something. Stop resisting this urge to birth something and go for it. Understand that God, a great God like that, He just chose you and give you these ideas, and give you this mission, give you this calling. Who are you to refuse? Who are you not to act on it? Let's act on it. And if you ever feel that fear and of failure, fear of risk, and you feel like the dream is too big for you, by the way, it must be too big for you to create that urge in you to be better. Okay? Now, if you ever feel that fear, remember this. In Philippians 4, verse 13 says that I can do all things through Christ, my strength. So everything that you need to start that dream, to start that business, to write that book, to launch your idea, to start that movement, it's within you. You are equipped to do it. How do I know that? Look at your skill set, look at yourself. One of the best ways to know about your calling and to know what you need to do, look at your skill set. If you are gifted with the ability to sing, because God wanted you to be a singer. If you have the ability to draw, you probably were supposed to be either a painter, a designer, an architect. If you have the ability, you have athleticism, that means you were created to be an athlete. You understand? The next time you feel confused and don't know where to go, your skill set will tell you exactly who you are, what route you're supposed to take, what's your mission, what's your purpose in life. Let me add this to the topic. Have you ever felt sometimes something is bothering you? Every time you see that scenario in front of you or that fact in front of you, you feel bothered. You can't help it. You have to speak on it. You have to say something because this is bothering you. This problem, this issue is bothering you. It's a sign, my friend. That means you were created to solve that problem, to fix that problem. Because the same problem that's bothering you doesn't bother me. I can live with it and with no problem. I can sleep next to it or whatever. But it bothers you. That means you have a burden, a calling to solve that problem. maybe to address it or come out with a solution. You understand? That's just a little tip. God did not design us to stay small, like small and contained in a four square, and that's all. That's why He gave us power. He gave us skills. He equipped us with abilities because He wanted you to become great. He equipped you with greatness within you. You best believe that God wanted you to live life to the fullest. But power only shows up when we step out in faith. What's your faith? When was the last time you used your faith for whatever it is that you're doing? We have to appreciate that for that to happen, for you to get rid of the fear of failure, you need to get better as a person. And you will not get better just by saying, "Oh, I want to get better." No, it's by doing. You understand? By doing the very thing that you're supposed to do, you'll get confidence and you'll become that person for whom this will work. For this, you need to take responsibility. I told you earlier that responsibility is the ability to respond, to respond to the situation that you are, to respond to the calling of God, to the calling to that, to respond to that, to the purpose that was designed for your life. Take responsibility for it, okay? Now, sometimes the situation demands that you make some tough decisions. For some of you, you're going to have to move out of state, probably leave a surrounding, especially if you're surrounded by people who don't believe in you, people who don't believe in your skill set, people who don't believe that you have greatness within you. I always tell people, go to places where you are celebrated. Don't go to places where you are being belittled, where you are being underestimated, where they don't believe in you. I believe it's the Apostle Paul who said to Timothy that don't let nobody despise your youth or your gift. You understand that? So if you are in a surrounding where they don't see that calling within you, you have responsibility, my friend. Because God's not going to call them and ask them, why did you not do what you were called to do? God's going to call you and hold you only accountable for what you were supposed to do. You understand? Therefore, the responsibility is to be a good steward of the vision of the calling and the purpose that was been given to you. One thing about God, God never gives a vision without provision. So that dream, that responsibility, that idea that God has given you, best believe that He already equipped you with the provision. Provision can come with your skill set. Your provision can also come with people that God has placed around you. Networking, a community of people. Without a community of people, it's going to be hard for you. Listen, Jesus went to a place He was supposed to operate a miracle. Jesus went to a place He was supposed to operate a miracle. He could not operate the miracle, not because Jesus was powerless. No, 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 no. Because of the surrounding, the people that were surrounding Him, they didn't have enough faith in Him. They did not believe that He's the Son of God, but they didn't have enough faith, period. Jesus had to get rid of these people and operate the miracle by Himself. Sometimes it takes a miracle. Jesus was teaching us that we need a community around us to accomplish what you want to accomplish. But what happens if your community doesn't believe in you? You either have to remove yourself or you have to make it happen by yourself. Let me say this to you. I said that before in probably the prior episodes. If it's to be, it's up to you, my friend. It's up to you. God will not hold someone else accountable for your failure of taking risk. He will hold you accountable for your inability to take risk, for your fear of taking a risk. You understand what I'm trying to say? Now, you cannot be criticizing others for what you are not doing. It's not because of them you're not doing. You are living in fear. Let me say this to you. Remember, we said that fear is false evidence appearing real. So it's not real. You feel the fear until you start doing it. The moment you start doing it, and there's no fear anymore because you're actually doing it. Let me leave you with this. If you want to feel better, blame others. But if you want to get better, blame yourself. You understand? Think about Elon Musk as an example. At one point, he was down to his last $30 million. Okay, all right. I know for the rest of us, $30 million is a lot of money. But understand his situation as a billionaire, okay, coming down to his last $30 million is a big jump for him. He had a choice to make: either play safe and save his $30 million or risk it all on Tesla and SpaceX. You know what? He took the risk. And today is the richest man in the world. That's what taking a risk, calculated risk, can do to you. That didn't come from comfort. It came from courage. To be successful, you're going to have courage to start your business, to write your first book, knowing that your first time you might fail, to launch that idea. You're going to need courage. Do you want to have courage? Do you want to live a life of a courageous person? Then take the first step. As George Adair so eloquently said it, everything you ever wanted in life is on the other side of fear. Now, here's your action step for segment 4. Write down one risk you've been avoiding. Maybe it's starting your YouTube channel, launching a side hustle, or investing in yourself. Take the first small step this week. You don't need to leap, just step. Hi, this is to my fellow authors and entrepreneurs. Look, watching Alex Hormozi launch the $100 million money models showed me just how powerful the right strategy can be. That kind of success doesn't happen by accident. It happens by design. That's why I took the time to study his entire book launch and prepare a full transcription of his full strategy, so you don't have to start from scratch. I call it the $100 million launch playbook. Now, can you imagine applying the same principles to your own book, your own brand, and your own next big project? Just click on the link below and head to my Kajabi account and set yourself for your next big launch. Don't just watch history being made. Learn to make it yourself. The link is in the description. I'll see you all there. Let me close with this. Family, here's the truth. Most people stay broke because they trade long-term wealth for instant gratification. They depend on only one paycheck instead of building multiple streams of income. They consume instead of creating value. That is, they rather be a consumer instead of being a creator. They allow fear to keep them being comfortable instead of being courageous. But you don't have to stay in the trap. If you apply these 4 principles: delaying gratification, building multiple streams of income, creating instead of consuming, and stepping out of comfort into courage, you will not just escape being broke. You will step into wealth, impact, and legacy. Hey guys, I hope that you're enjoying the content of today's podcast. This put together just for you. But we have a problem. My team just told me that some of you are watching, but you're not subscribing to the channel. I need your help. That's the number one way you can really help us to grow as a channel. I want to be able to put some very good, valuable content out there that will help you to grow in your self-improvement journey, also help you to grow your business and help you to grow your brand. So please help us hit the subscribe button right now so you can be be the first to know about our content in our next episode. So please do this right now, right now, right now. All right? Let's go back to the episode. Okay? Well, guys, as I'm closing episode 6, you know it. I never want to let you go without some words of encouragement to set you on your way to success and to create a better life for yourself, your family. So here it is. Listen up. Being broke is not your destiny. Struggling is not your identity. And lack is not what God designed for you. You are created for more freedom, more impact, and more legacy. The trap we talked about today, instant gratification, one paycheck, consuming instead of creating, living in fear, those are not prison until you choose to stay in them. Every great story of success begins with one choice, the choice to break free. Abraham left his homeland in faith. David picked up a stone when everyone else trembled. Peter stepped out of the boat and walked on water. None of them waited for motivation. None of them clung to comfort. They chose discipline. They chose courage. And they stepped into the future that God had for them. So can you. You need to know that your financial breakthrough is possible. Your business growth is also possible. Your dream, your book, your business, your vision, it's all possible. But it starts with discipline. It starts with faith. And it starts with you choosing today to stop living broke in spirit, in vision, in finances, and start living bold. So I challenge you today. Take that step. Delay the gratification. Build the second stream of income. Create something this week. Take that risk that you're afraid of taking. Because wealth isn't just about money. It's about becoming the person who can handle it, steward it, and multiply it for generations to come. Motivation may get you excited for a moment, for a quick moment, but discipline, faith, and courage will build your legacy. In closing, family, I believe in you. God believes in you. That's why He entrusted you with so much gift, so many talents, and so much potential. You have greatness within you. Now it's the time for you to believe in yourself. So let's rise. Let's create. Let's build. Let's walk into the abundance that we were all designed for. See you at the top. All right, guys, before I let you go, I never done that before, but for some reason I felt in my heart that I should let you guys go with a quick word of prayer. I hope it's okay with you. So let's read again. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for every listener tuning in right now. I declare that they are not called to lack, but to abundance. Not to fear, but courage. Not to brokenness, but legacy. Please, Lord, give them vision to see the traps and give them the strength that they need to choose discipline over comfort. Give them faith to step boldly into the future that you have prepared for them. Bless their businesses, bless their families, and bless the work of their hands. May everything they put their hands on prosper, and may their lives be a living testimony of your goodness. And I seal this prayer with the blood of the Lamb. Amen. Thank you so much for tuning into the Laurince Podcast. If today's message spoke to you, share it with a friend, a family member, or someone you know that this message will resonate to. And make sure to subscribe to our channel for more. Until the next episode, keep building a world of purpose, one disciplined step at a time. Bye for now.